Good Monday morning, Sparky Wallace, Cow Camp Supply. I'm going to do it's not a shop tip this morning, it's just more of an informational deal this morning. So we'll go through this pretty fast. I get a lot of requests for bosal setups. It is not a bosal setup. It is a hackamore. When you have the hanger, the macate attached all together, it is a hackamore. It is not a bosal setup. This is a bosal. This is a kangaroo bosal. Now, something on these, I get lots of people, request 10-inch 5/8. I have sold hundreds, if not thousands, of bosals over the last 30 years. 10-inch very seldom work on a 5/8. You have to go 11 to 11 and a half. I have tried. I had a great bosal from one of the best braiders in the country right now, and it was a 10 and a half inch bosal, 5/8. I could not ride it with a 5/8 macate. I could not make it into a 5/8 hackamore for nothing. I had to ride it with a small 3/8 macate. It was just too small. So 11 to 11 and a half is pretty much optimal. Big horses, some people say you should never go to 12. Well, I'll tell you what, by the time you get your macate in there, 12 is sometimes not too small on a load of those bigger colts. So let's make this fast. Horsehair macate, mane hair, great. If you're riding a lot, just be aware that when I was riding colts for a living, I would get cuts on the inside and on the outside of my fingers, and those little prickly hairs on them son of a guns, they would drive me batshit crazy because they would hurt. So mohair, I like mohair, good and soft. Expensive though, but nice. Wintertime, arborist rope macates. Really, really nice, soft. Now, I will go next week on. There's a bajillion deals on tying macates, but what you want to do is you want to be able to tie them to where when you can hang them up, when you can hang these off your fingers, they are solid and square and they don't twist around. Now, rule of thumb on a hackamore, you never leave your macate tied. Always take it off. It will misshape your nose, and it'll actually start. If you got a horsehair, it'll misshape your horsehair macate. It'll start twisting and kinking. So you want to take these off every time you ride. They only take 20 seconds to tie one up, at the most. So I will show you that at another time. So last thing. Bosalitos. This is a little 16 strand, 3/8. Some call it a bosalito, some call it a bosalita. I prefer bosalita on the Spanish vernacular, that it is more, it's more dainty, it's more feminine, so I go off of a bosalita. So that's this week's tip. Cow Camp Supply, thanks.